What's up, everybody? This is just a little bit of a reaction video that's going to be exclusive for you guys on YouTube. Um, it's just been a lot of talk, about people going against like Doc Rivers saying like, "Oh, he's not that coach," or the failure from his past is like just showing. My thing is like we don't know what he went through when it came to Los Angeles Clippers or Boston or Orlando or Philadelphia. We don't know. There could have been like main factor that could have happened, with him and while he was coaching. So yeah, we don't know. But people older jump the gun. You got analysts after him, and lucky this is a 3-7 start for Doc Rivers, and it didn't get any worse. He could be like 0-10 or something like that. And plus, they really gotta get used to his game plan and stuff. And plus, there's some players that can't even execute. Like we have, well, we our bench may be a little bit better when we getting Daniel Garnari, so our bench will be a little bit better. We got a guard that can, actually, defend if he end up playing with Damian Lillard. That he can do, with Patrick Beverly, like, have him with like playing with Damian Lillard. That could be something like, where Damian Lillard lack, but the good thing with him are like at least Damian Lillard tries on defense and doesn't give up or anything like that. And God, what's his name? Malik Beasley. He gets like a couple of steals every now and then, but it's not like it's like that worse. Their defense did increase since Doc Rivers there. It's just the scoring is the problem. Well, I wouldn't say like scoring from Chris Middleton's out and our bench is like up and down except for Bobby. Like Bobby's the only one that's doing something and like I think it's just question like they don't know what to do with the bench. Like, are they gonna let the young players play just to get some experience, or whatever the case may be? They don't know, or I don't even know. But just slandering Doc Rivers and stuff and saying he was a bad choice for the Bucks, we ain't gonna know the full potential until normally you if he was coaching like beginning of the year up to now, and if it was in a bad, that's one thing. But we don't know like what's going to happen between this coming Friday to the end of the season. They might go on like a big streak or something. We never know. But it does prove that when you fire a coach in the middle of the season, some things like turn around. Although it's going to take a bit for it to turn around, it will turn around. And I think, and I did said that I thought like Damian Lillard going to Portland and score how much did he score, although they didn't win. I thought it was like much needed that he needed that to go back there and maybe focus, focus on the task at hand because came here and want to win a championship and got to play like it. Um, I guess like my thing is this, like hopefully the All Star game and him winning the 3-point contest and him winning All Star MVP. Maybe this will be a sign of hope for him to like things change. And yeah, they did. They was kind of right that Damian Lillard was the oldest player playing in the East. Then you got like most majority of the West, like in their 30s, and you got some couple few young players, and that's it. But yeah, of course, if y'all didn't know, East did win the All Star game. The East over the West. I think it was 187 to 208, I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm just trying to go by memory, so I could be wrong. So it was 2 something though. We know that. Um, It's just my point is that they just really, some of these like analysts and criticism and all that stuff need to calm down and panic about Bucks being on a losing band or whatever until when it's close to April. Worry about it then. Like, I don't like the losing streak or anything like that. I don't like it, but I gotta be patient because who knows if it's going to turn around right now. As you know, they got a lot of time. They're probably here in Milwaukee right now, just practicing and just like getting their stuff together. So yeah, they got like two more road games, I believe. That's Minnesota and can I find the Oh, there we go. It's always good to have the schedule at hand. So yeah, you got Minnesota and then you got Philly on the road. Then you're back home for Charlotte. Then back on the road for two games against Charlotte and Chicago. You're back home for one game for the against the Los Angeles Clippers. Then you got a four game, at least like a week of a West Coast trip. You got Golden State, you got LA, Los Angeles Clippers, and Sacramento. Um, you know, I know they gotta face it's gonna be like nearly a week since they faced the Clippers. When then they're gonna face the Lakers again a couple weeks later, and they already beat. I think they did beat Golden State, but it's just my point. This I wouldn't even worry. The reason it's kind of like this bad because they had no trust in the coach. It's like it was the reason why they was having winning them games and stuff. It wasn't because of the coach. It was by talent. But it just like I hope they really buy into Doc Rivers' system and not saying don't change much, but at least like be better on defense and do more ball movement and don't try to be ISO because that's what most of them are doing. Like they being ISO because that's just part of the problem. Yeah, because they got one home game for the rest of the month. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 home games in March, and and they got 5 more home games in April. So probably around that time, with like April, like late March, early April stuff, they get some rest and be prepared for the playoffs and stuff like that. So, and the last time the Bucks was in the third seed in 2021, they won the championship. No matter how we look at it, they won it. So for you critics out there, analysts and all of them, calm down. Because you wouldn't panic this much on the team that you like. It's just like you can't expect everything to go perfect every single time. Yeah, that was nasty. But mainly, what I'm saying is, don't jump to conclusions just yet. You can talk about what's the problem is, but don't say, "Oh yeah, I don't have faith in them. I don't think they're gonna do it," or whatever the case may be. If you like that, although we were bad in saying like the coach got to go because we knew what the problem was in the beginning, and kind of like the same thing with I know with other like other people with their teams. They probably be complaining right now, like, "Oh, this team ain't doing nothing." Or like, look at the fans of Detroit. They had a 28 game losing streak, and they trade half their assets and at least gain like more. So it's really not like that bad. So they probably just gearing up for like next season. But who knows? Maybe they come with a big streak at the end of the year. Who knows? That's what the thing I'm talking about. We don't know. And plus, these analysts going by what they experienced, and some of them analysts just went to like sports school and stuff like that, and just trying to thing. But if you really like watch the game, like really watch it, and don't just nitpick this, and this. Yeah, it's just like some teams is just like too much pressure. Although Bucks should receive like that pressure because they are title contenders. But some things happen, like you said, with injury with Chris Middleton and stuff that happened to him like in 2022 in the playoffs against the Bulls. Ended up hurting his ankle and was out for the rest of the playoffs. Didn't come back until I think it was like around December last season. And now they safely placing him like on no back to backs and stuff, and he's easily getting hurt. But like if you're gonna keep him, at least like try to fit him in some way if they decide if whenever he comes back. Like some of us are saying, let him be on the bench. Let him start on the bench. Get some bench scoring and play with the second unit. I know he's getting paid a lot, but still should go with the bench unit. Unless somehow he had this urgency and suddenly, bam, he gets better. It's just my point is it's just like stay calm and panic in late March. Don't panic now. Just panic in late March. Then you worry. That's just me, but that's just how it feels. Thank our sponsors, Art from the Heart. You like drawing from comic books or cartoons, fan art, and stuff like that. You can give Mike look for him on Facebook, but you can look for his page, Art from the Heart, on Facebook. Moving dudes, if you're in Wisconsin or you're in Florida, if you want to move from within those states, you can give them a call and they will help you out. So give LaShawn a call, 414. What is that? I am an idiot. 807-4299. There we go. If you get something on the fly, that's what you do when you want to go straight and try and not do no bunch of editing. Which is for me, in my opinion, I know some people ain't gonna like it, but like doing a whole bunch of editing, it's just a cop out. You're not saying what you really feel. You want to like, because some of these like YouTubers, I'm sorry to say, but some of them when they read stuff, it's like look staged and they ain't like doing a whole bunch of editing, like their voice and stuff. Like if you're recording something that you're saying and the video is like going because you want to make a point or something, that's one thing. But trying to do a whole bunch of editing just to make it sound right, and you can tell that some of them be editing because it just doesn't sound right. So I'd rather just do it on the fly than try to edit something. But that's just me. But some videos you can edit it. That's one thing. But just some of them edit while you're talking and try to edit your talking. It's just not. So sorry, I'm just in a rant and a rave. But anyways, until the next video, whenever that come up. So if anything happens, we'll talk about it. So it's just mainly just getting these reports and like guys talk bad about Doc Rivers, and also you got people and YouTubers and people talk about the Bucks real bad. So if you're a real fan, you be patient. Worry about it in late March. Not right now. Worry about it in late March. So just worry about it.